Hey, what's up? So I just wanted to give you a little update on how it's been going with Ghostwriter, my authority book writing app. So to give you a little recap, I decided to do an app that helps authors write authority books using AI. And I decided to time that with Alex Hormozi's next book release to give myself a timeline. So in my last video, I kind of outlined what I had for the graphical user interface. So I started with a Claude chat session to design the interface, and then I brought that into Cursor, and I'm using Claude Code in the terminal. So I basically have this set up, and then I talk to Claude in this terminal setup here. So I'm using the Cursor IDE with Claude Code. And then if you go back and look at my my previous video, you can see what I started out with for the front end. It was just a basic design. So I started out with a Google Gem using the BMAD method. And I went through the entire planning process with the BMAD method. I'll leave the link to this in the description. So here's what I have so far. I've got the landing page that basically describes what the app is. And then I've implemented Google Sign-On. So you can actually go in and do sign-on through Google, or you can sign up with your email address. So I'm just going to do Google here. And now we're in this area where you can actually start writing your book. So this is a sample book here. You click on that and you end up in the area where you can actually work on your book. So I've got chapters and sections over here. As you click on each of these sections, this changes. And you can work on each section in here. And the goal is to have AI help you write the entire book. So you'll be able to work on one section at a time or one chapter at a time, any combination thereof, and use AI to either write the whole book or a whole chapter or a whole section. And then at the end, we're going to be compiling these chapters into a book. So there's a profile section here. I've got an admin section where you can monitor your costs on the back end for the API calls. So as the SaaS operator, it's going to cost me money to do API calls on the back end. I'm going to have to pay for those tokens, or I could let the user use their own API key. But this is the admin dashboard for the admin. You can manage users in here. This is where I'm going to be entering my admin API keys. And then there's a cost threshold I can control here. And then, of course, there's sign out functionality. I can go back to the landing page. And my goal for this is to, toward the end, in like probably within the next week, at least by the 16th, I'm going to use this tool to write out what I think Alex Hormozi is going to put in his next book, and we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it compares to what he does. I'm sure I'm not even going to come close, but at least I'm going to be able to demonstrate how this thing works. So that's where I am, and I'll be posting a full breakdown of all my coding sessions. I'll try not to make it too boring. The coding sessions, I've got about probably 4 hours into the coding sessions so far. So I'll give you a breakdown on how all that went in the next video. Okay, we'll see you on the next one.